Anbu Career. Because he'd lost 2 teammates in such a short time span, his role in Rin's death, and his failure to honor Obito's last request by protecting her, Kakashi dropped into a depression. In the anime, many believed he purposely killed Rin to prevent her from leaking information, earning him the nickname Friend Killer Kakashi. Many, especially those in Anbu, believed he would kill a comrade without hesitation if it was for the sake of completing the mission. He would also spend his days avoiding friends and former classmates, and at night he would be haunted by dreams of himself killing Rin again. Minato, now the new Hokage, tried to help Kakashi emerge from the darkness he'd fallen into after Obito and Rin's deaths by assigning him to the Anbu. Kakashi did well in the Anbu, eventually becoming a captain and the leader of Team Aro. However, his successes were owed to his cold behavior and his ruthlessness in combat, signs that he was still upset by Rin's death. Minato therefore tried a different tactic, assigning Kakashi to protect Minato's wife, Kushina Uzumaki, during her pregnancy. Kakashi carried out his duties faithfully, monitoring Kushina from the shadows whenever she left her home. During his time off, he would visit Rin's grave and Obito's engraving to tell them his regrets and how life was going without them. During the nine-tailed demon fox's attack, Kakashi and many of Konoha's other young ninja were prevented from helping defend the village, instead being confined within a barrier to keep them safe. Minato eventually saved the village from the Nine Tails, but at the cost of his and Kushina's lives. After which, Danzo Shimura approached a grieving young Kakashi Hitaki, noting that it was Hiruzen Sarutobi's orders for the children, even high-ranking ninja like Kakashi, to not help battle the Nine Tails, ultimately preventing Kakashi from possibly saving his sensei and the man's wife. Convincing an emotional Kakashi that the third was not best for the future of the village, Kakashi agreed to join Danzo's root division and spy on the Hokage for him. During a mission, Kakashi encountered another root member codenamed Kino who was able to use wood release. Knowing that wood release was unique to the first Hokage, Kakashi broke into the Hokage residence to see what he could learn about this anomaly. The third caught him, but freely gave him the information he wanted. Konoha had tried to recreate the wood release powers in the past, but abandoned the project for killing too many test subjects. The third then mused that the Nine Tails might have been defeated and Minato saved had the research been successful. From this meeting with the third, it became clear to Kakashi that the third was not the ineffectual, passionless leader Danzo had made him out to be. Moreover, Danzo had not used Kino to try and stop the Nine Tails attack. Realizing he had picked the wrong side, Kakashi told the third about Danzo's plans to assassinate him and, the following day, personally lured out the assassins, of whom Kino was one. Kakashi easily defeated him, but chose to spare his life in the belief that he would become a valuable ally in the future. Kakashi attempted to resign from the Anbu afterwards for working against the Hokage, but the third insisted his service was invaluable and made Kakashi his right-hand man. From investigating a series of disappearances, Kakashi provided a lead and it was discovered that Orochimaru was behind the wood release research that produced Kino. In the anime, Kakashi attacked Orochimaru when the third Hokage failed to apprehend him, but he was paralyzed by Orochimaru's killing intent and Orochimaru escaped. Kakashi followed him once he regained his composure, but was captured by the Iberi clan, who were loyal to Orochimaru. Kino, their ally, convinced them to let him interrogate Kakashi. Once alone, Kino confided that Danzo was making his own plans against Orochimaru and, with help from Yukamai, helped Kakashi get free. Kakashi later planned to use Yukamai to capture Orochimaru, since she was of great importance to him. Later, Kakashi explained that Yukamai's blood could temporarily bestow Orochimaru with the Iberi clan's smoke transformation, allowing him to slip across the border. Overhearing that, Yukamai slipped away and returned to the cave. Orochimaru ultimately killed most of the Iberi clan before escaping yet again, but Kakashi, recognizing that Kino's relationship with Yukamai is much like his relationship with Rin was, helped keep her safe. Kakashi decided to leave and not report anything about the Iberi or Root's involvement. Kakashi continued to investigate Orochimaru over the following years, eventually locating one of his secret labs 3 years after the latter's defection. While there, he was attacked by Kino, who Danzo had sent to take his Sharingan. Kakashi tried to reason with him by stating that friendship should take higher priority than the mission. When Kino accused Kakashi of violating that creed by killing Rin, Kakashi, enraged, overpowered him in order to bring him before the third Hokage. Before they could leave, one of Orochimaru's snake experiments escaped its test tube and attacked the duo. As Kino was taken captive, Kakashi managed to slay the creature. While saving Kino, the creature's corpse began emitting a poisonous vapor, which quickly infected Kakashi. Kino got Kakashi out safely and, having accepted Kakashi's words, gave Kakashi an antidote and chose to abandon his mission whilst leaving Kakashi a message about it. When Kakashi woke up, he knew Danzo would punish Kino for insubordination and asked the third for help. With the third's permission, Kakashi forced his way into Root headquarters and stopped Danzo from applying a cursed seal to Kino. As Root forces started to surround them, the third showed up to personally authorize Kakashi's actions, and further negotiated Kino's release from Root. Kakashi added Kino, now with the new codename Tenzo, to Team RO. 2 years later, Itachi Uchiha was added to Team RO. Kakashi and Itachi were at one point assigned to observe a meeting between Konoha and the Land of Woods. When the Land of Woods Prajna group tried to betray the Konoha forces, Kakashi and Itachi moved in and defeated them. Although Kakashi was impressed by Itachi's abilities, he warned him against his merciless approach and encouraged him on the importance of friends. Sometime later, Itachi asked Kakashi if dead friends' requests should be honored, which Kakashi said they should. Itachi was eventually promoted out of Team RO and replaced by Yujiro Uzuki. Shortly afterwards, Team RO was sent to the Uchiha clan's compound with orders to pacify a brewing rebellion, only to find the entire clan dead. When news emerged that Itachi was responsible and that he had killed his best friend, Shisui Uchiha, in pursuit of power, Kakashi lamented his failure to have had a better influence on Itachi. Because of what happened with Itachi, the third Hokage felt that individuals with kind hearts did not belong in the Anbu. He therefore thanked Kakashi for his years of service and relieved him of his duty, returning him to the standard forces. Over the years, he was placed in charge of several teams of academy graduates, but none ever demonstrated the teamwork he considered to be so important. In the anime, he started worrying that his own methods were too harsh, but from seeing how his former underlings that he previously failed prospered due to his teachings, his faith was reaffirmed,